Hey guys, Flickfi here, and welcome to the first episode of Season 2 for this Aston Villa Career Mode. If you guys could drop a like straight away if you're excited about this second season, that would be awesome. But we're going to start this episode off where we ended the previous episode, and I asked you guys whether we should save the money that we've received at the end of this season for qualifying for the Champions League and use it next season, and the overwhelming response was for me to do so. So we're going to assign pretty much all of our budget over to our wages, going to save a little bit so we can afford the new signing bonus. So we're just going to do 1 to 99, accept that, and now we've got to find a player to offer a contract to, and the player I decided on is going to be Thomas Strain. I figured we might as well let him live it up for a little bit before we do decide to sell him. And as you guys can see, we have set up the contract offer so that he's going to be receiving $250,000 a week. Hopefully he does accept that. If he does, that's going to be awesome, because that's honestly the hardest thing. Once we get that out of the way, it shouldn't be a problem selling him to another team. And there it is, contract offer accepted, and we are all set now. And of course, we have the performance review at the end of the season, and no surprise, the Villa board is extremely happy with our performance in the league. And of course, we did win the domestic cup with the FA Cup, so you know, it's been a great season all around. I'm super happy with how the team played, and I'm ready for the next season. Alright guys, it is the start of the second season, and the Villa board has given us our league objective. They want us to qualify for the Champions Cup. I think we can do that again. And for the season budget, they have given us $8 million in the transfer budget, $40,000 in the wage. Of course, that is not adjusted for when we sell off one of our players. And then for the domestic cup, they want us to reach the round of 16. Again, I think we can do that. Champions Cup, reach the group stage. Not a problem there. And I completely forgot that we actually signed Fabian Schär on a pre-contract last season. So that is a very pleasant surprise, and we're going to see how he looks with the squad. I've adjusted the team quite a bit, so now we have Schär in at the center back position. We also have Akore partnering up with him. At the left back position, we've got Luna. He's back from loan. On the right side, we've got Loughton, but I do have plans to bring in a new right back here in the summer transfer window. At the CDM position, we've got Fabian Delph. The left mid position, Timo Werner. Right mid, we've got Gil. The center attacking mid is going to be Nzugbia, and the strike force up front is going to be Benteke and Yusuf Poulsen. So I'm really excited about this team. We've got a lot of young players in there, as well as some veteran experience. I think it's a great squad. For the sake of the squad size, I put quite a few players on the transfer list, and some notable ones are of course going to be Ron Vlaar. He's starting to decline in value now, and as much as I want to keep him on the team, I have to sell him in order to get a good price for him. Breaks my heart because he was a big player for us last season, but we do have a lot of center backs that I think are going to be better talents. And here we get some great news. Brad Guzan has decided to stay here at Aston Villa. I know some clubs are going to come in with some offers because it's been all over the press. So if we receive a huge offer, I might just have to put that into consideration. The first player we're going to be going after in this transfer window is Deandre Headland. You guys know how I feel about him, and he is a fantastic player, really quick on that right-hand side. And I think he has the ability to play left as well. So the inquiry is going to be 3.4 million, so I'm going to drop it down to 1.7 million, exactly half, and hopefully they do accept that offer. We've got a transfer offer for Joe Bennett. I'm going to counter with 825,000. If they accept that, I'd be pretty happy with that offer from Leicester. We have our first transfer offer for Christian Benteke from Bayer Leverkusen. However, I am going to reject because I need to hold on to him for a few more seasons before I even want to consider selling him. And Spurs have said that they want 2.6 million for Deandre Headland, and here you can see I have included Strain in the offer because if we do sell him over, then we're going to get all those funds back, and that's what we're ultimately looking for. And Leicester have matched the asking price of 825,000, so it looks like Joe Bennett's going to be going out the door. Alright, from now on, for any offers that I receive for Gabby Agbonlahor, I'm going to counter with 5 million. If one of them do accept it, then I will let him go. We've got an offer here from Everton for Nathan Baker. They say 2.5 million. I'm going to say at least 3 million, and we're going to counter with just that. We've got confirmation here from Spurs for the Deandre Headland deal. So now we just have to sort out the contract negotiations. 20,000 a week, I am okay with that. We're going to give him the 4-year length, and we're going to give him the squad rotational player. And guys, the deal for Deandre Headland has been finalized. He's accepted our contract offer, so we're going to accept that and then get some additional funds because Strain is out of the club. We'll take a look now at Deandre Headland, and he's already grown from a 67 rated player to a 70, and look at those tasty physical stats. And again, he's just going to be an incredible player for us. I think we're going to pop him right into the squad. We're going to put him at the right back position and replace for Matthew Lowton, and then we might move Lowton over to the left back position and replace for Luna. And since we have now sold Thomas Dream, we get all his wages back. So if we're going to adjust it so we have about 100,000 left, we've got 14.5 million to spend. So excited about that. Alright, so there are two players that I'm really looking at to sign at the right mid position, one of which is going to be Kevin Volland, and then the other one is going to be Patrick Herrmann, the German. Both have an enquiry value of 18.5 million. However, I'm going to include Gil in on the transfer, so hopefully we can pick him up for somewhere around the lines of 10 million. And guys, great news, we've actually found a 5-star scout. I've been waiting for one to pop up, and now one finally has the Denmark scout, David Poulsen, so we're going to sign him up and try to find some good youth players. And Everton appears not to be budging on the Nathan Baker offer, so I'm going to accept the 2.9 million bid, and that's going to clear up a little bit more funds for us. And let's see what other offers we have here. Another one for Gabby Agbalnhor, 3.8. I'm going to move it down to 4.5 because not a lot of clubs are really willing to offer 5 million. And let's see what the last one is. It's probably for Agbalnhor. Yes, it is from Mainz. We're going to put it at 4.5 as well. And guys, just as I say, Ajax have accepted a 5 million counter offer for Gabby Agbalnhor. I can't believe we got that much for him. And then Hoffenheim did accept the 8 million bid plus Gil for Kevin Volland. So now we just got to go through the contract stuff. Gonna give him the 4-year deal, and we're gonna give him the crucial first team player. And guys, the deal for Patrick Herrmann has also been accepted. So we're gonna try to go through the contract negotiations with them as well and see if they do accept that. I think if both are accepted, I'm going to lean towards Herrmann because I've already used Volland in my Hoffenheim career mode, and I want to switch it up a little bit. And we finally get the notification that Danny Ings has been returned from injury, so we can finally use him yet again. It was so unfortunate that he was out for as long as he was. A couple of you asked why he declined so much last season. It's because he was out for about 5 months with an injury, and we got an offer here for Ron Vlaar from Manchester United of all people. And we're going to see if they are willing to spend 5 million on Ron Vlaar. I have a feeling they're going to accept that. We've also got an offer here for Andreas Weimann from Spurs, and I'm going to see if they're willing to fork over a little bit of cash. I'm going to counter with 4 million and see if they accept that. And we have confirmation that Gabby Agbalnhor is on his way to Ajax. I wish him the best of luck because he was a good player for us in the first season. And you can see Kevin Volland did decline his first offer, which means he wants more cash, and hopefully Herrmann does accept his. And Manchester United have accepted the 5 million counter offer for Ron Vlaar, so we're going to get some more funds. And some more good news, Patrick Herrmann has accepted his contract offer, so we're going to add him to the team. Really excited to see what he's going to turn out to be. In addition, Spurs have accepted the asking price of 4 million for Andreas Weimann. I cannot believe that because he hardly got any playtime last season, but I'm not going to argue with him, and we're going to get some more money. We've got offers now for Carlos Sanchez and also for Akori. I'm going to reject the Akori offer straight away because, as I mentioned earlier, we just signed him to a new contract. But Sanchez is an interesting one because we've got a lot of players at that CDM position. So if Norwich is willing to spend enough on him, I would be willing to let him go. I'm going to say 7 million and see what they have to say about that. So we've got a couple of transfer confirmations. The first one, Ron Vlaar to Man United for 4.2 million for us. And then Andreas Weimann, we're going to get 3.4 for that. That's about 7 more million to be added to us. Guys, this would be our biggest purchase during the transfer window. Roberto Firmino, he's currently playing for Manchester United. It looks like he moved there from Hoffenheim, and I'm going to offer 18 million. They said 36 million originally. Maybe they'll accept that. So we had our first friendly, and we did actually lose against Montpellier 2-1. I don't really care too much because Christian Benteke scoring goals, and to me, that's what's important. Alright, Southampton is not budging on the 1.4 offer. We will accept that because Sandros, let's be honest, he's not going to be getting much play time. And Norwich have given us a 5 million offer for Carlos Sanchez. This is a really tough decision because we have so many center mids. I think I'm going to accept it because Sanchez, he only gets a little bit of play time. We've got a number of center defensive mids. I want to be giving Westwood more time. Fabian Delph is our starter. And then, of course, we have Gary Gardner back on loan now. For our second friendly against Troyes, we did manage to pick up the 3-1 win. That's a little bit more like it. And a few confirmations now. The board has allocated 4.2 million for us selling Sanchez, and then 1.2 for us selling Senderos. I'm going to see if the board is willing to give us additional 5 million in funds, and to do so, I'm going to up our qualifications to reach the semi-final of the Cup and reach the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Well, the board wasn't willing to accept 5 million additional, but they have accepted 3.3, so we're going to accept that. Now that we've received a bit more cash, I'm going to counter with 25 million for Roberto Firmino since Manchester United did not accept the first offer. In order to get a little bit of gameplay for you guys in this episode, we're going to play this Community Shield match against Manchester United. This will be a big one for us, especially considering we're trying to pick up one of their better players, Roberto Firmino. And we'll take a look at our squad. It's a strong looking one. We've got a couple of new players in there. We've got Shar, we've got Herman, and I am so ready for us to pick up a good result here against Manchester United. Oh, and Zogby, a great steal. He's going to play through to Yusuf Poulsen. He's just got to touch it forward, plays it over the top. Can Zogby get to this? Oh my goodness, Lindegaard able to make the save. That's the first good opportunity in this match, and it falls to us. Oh, Valencia on the ball. He's able to play this one through, and he's going to tuck it home. Nani able to get the opening goal for Manchester United. 30 minutes into the game. We've got to find a way to stop that from happening again. And Zogby on the ball. He's able to get it around the defender. Can he chip it over the keeper? What is that for a chip? Benteke, let's see if he can get around this defender. He's going to have a shot on goal. It's a good save by Lindegaard, and it's 85 minutes into the game. One of our first opportunities on the corner kick here. Herman's going to send it in. That's a little bit close to the keeper. He spills it, though, and it's cleared out by Marcos Rojo. Well, guys, we do lose our first match of the season against Manchester United in the Community Shield, and I'm going to bring an end to the episode right there. You guys are going to have to tune in to the next episode to see whether or not we can sign Roberto Firmino and add him to the team. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of the season. If you did, do me a favor, leave a like down below, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. Until next time, this has been Flickify. I'll be talking to y'all again soon. But I'm so excited for this match. And of course, it's at Wembley Stadium. We've got supporters for both teams. A ton of Villa fans did manage to make it to the match, and I'm so happy that they've come and supported us. Of course, you can see them on the opposite side.